Hello, welcome to MAUREEN'S TV. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Today we are going to touchlight this whole thing. Let me share this video before we start. Thank you. Let me share this video before we start this live stream. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sharing the video. Let me share it before we start. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I've shared this video. I think I'm on live now. Let me see. Yeah, thank you so much. Yesterday, when I come live, I was on live. I actually touchlight the. Now, I know say this matter will be say they go on since for social media concerning this Pastor Davis and Pastor Davis and in ex-wife, because when I know say if something they happen like this, it's always good to hear from both sides. Yeah, it's always good to hear from both sides. Before the yesterday touchlighting matter, maybe say I touchlight for this whole thing. What I did was is concerning the interview where we say Pastor Faith grants to when he do with Daddy Freeze. For that live stream, maybe say I do that yesterday. I beg if you are live with me, say hi so that I go welcome you. Thank you. So the live stream maybe say I do that yesterday. I was really emphasizing how they talk about how the aspect, the things where we say Pastor Faith actually talk for that interview. Now that one analyze, and because of that one, some of una maybe so na dey here, una tell me say make I go watch the interview when he grant with Suleman Temple, which I don't go watch. I don't hear the both side. So from all wetin I dey see, I think from the interview where we say Pastor Faith grants to that. So good evening, Chisom Michael. Thank you for coming. God bless you. So please, the Facebook audience, very soon I would like you people to switch over to YouTube, because now they always they spend all my time. It's the same data that you will spend. I prefer you guys to switch to YouTube. So what I want to say before I will close down the Facebook audience so that they will come to YouTube to join me is that what I understand is that for this whole kata where we say they involves Apostle Suleman, me I feel say Apostle Suleman they very very innocent. Me I know when I forget say I know the person will be saying the side pastor. When it comes to pastors, I get one phobia about them. I know they like their matter. So I just feel that Apostle Suleman, all the saga where we say they get before, but when I listen to the both side of the story, both the husband and the wife, I find out that Pastor Suleman, no, I don't feel say Pastor Suleman get anything to do with that faith Edeko Abia they call, and that Dave's ex-wife. Because before I start that live stream when I do, I know really the only thing when I listen at the interview where say she grant to Daddy Freeze. When we say Daddy Freeze, they ask some question. I feel say Daddy Freeze no ask some enough question when we say go really bring out the picture of waiting they go on. Now for that place, that interview when he go grants with Joy Emod, thank you for coming. Now that interview when she go grant to King Solomon, Solomon temple. Now that place now I actually watch everything. Now I discover say actually say this Mike Daves, this pastor Mike Daves, welcome accusing wife say Apostle Suleman the Kerewa wife say actually say him don't go even collect the diary and him don't leave this woman for good 2 years. I was even thinking that maybe the thing is so fresh, maybe I don't know say. And I discover say the ministry where we say in the ministry that is the place where we say this Pastor Faith they worship with for under Apostle Suleman. She just started this ministry December here, just barely not up to 2 months. They see and so, and this man don't live her for good 2 years. So these are the things where we say I really find out, and I have to come here and do this video. So if you can share this video. I don't think that Apostle Suleman gets hand for this matter. Yes, it doesn't from the both sides of when something they happen. It's always good to listen from both sides of the story. So all my Facebook audience switch over to YouTube so that we go touchlight the matter there, because Apostle Suleman from this whole thing, I no see him to be. I no look and like say him get anything to do with that lady. One, that lady a very decent lady. Yeah. Let's continue. Facebook audience, I'm switching over. You guys should join me in YouTube so that we'll really touchlight the matter. You guys should join me inside YouTube. It's the same data you go away. So now they always they like to talk all my things. So I'm going to finish this. Yeah. So
Yeah, thank you so much. Yesterday, when I come like.
Yeah, I just finished with my Facebook audience now. Actually, I know say yesterday I was online. They touchlight this matter based on waiting. I hear from the aspect of that faith side of the story. The interview when he be say he grants to what is it they call him? When he grants to Daddy Freeze. Yeah, Daddy Freeze. So after carefully watching this video, I discover say from the story where we say Faith talk, Faith say him. I discover say Faith and this in husband, they don't separate for 2 good years. Not even something of today. Almost 2 years. Then after now Dave himself now leave the woman, you understand? Now leave the woman, and as he leave this woman, he call when after he don't leave this wife for some time, and the man don't already go collect in bride price. I not really understand that story when they talk. And I know say by law, if for example say a man don't go collect in bride price from in wife, as far as I'm concerned, that marriage don't finish. Now the truth be that there is no marriage again. Assuming, because in they accuse Apostle Suleman say in wife they with Apostle Suleman collecting wife, everything. That accusation is not true. It's not true. Why I say it's not true? Be say, why did the Dave himself, why he go collect in bride price back? Why he go collect the bride price when be say pay for the wife? Why he go collect am back? After you don't collect the bride price finish, because if to say in come out they do all these allegations, say he never go collect the dowry, that a different ball game. But as far as say in don't collect the bride price, in don't collect that dowry, that woman is no longer your wife. Because from that interview where we say Solomon Temple interview, when he interview this Faith, you go find out see say all the things where we say Pastor Faith talk, all the things where we say Pastor Faith talk, it makes sense. Because why I say it makes sense, we say One, this is a man that have left you for more than 1 year. Two, you don't go collect the dowry wey be say him pay for your head. That means traditionally you are no longer married to this man. And if una look wetin this Pastor Dave, that is Pastor Davis, and Pastor Davis did, you go find out see say if actually say him want settlement and him want him wife back, why him go come social media come talk say Apostle Suleman Kerewa and wife come dey cry? After you dey cry finish, after you come dey cry say Apostle Suleman Kerewa your wife, then on top of that one you say you want your wife, and meanwhile you don collect the bride price. You don't cancel the marriage by collecting the bride price wey you pay for the woman head. Two, una no do court wedding. I have 2 persons online. If you are here, please say hi so that I can call your name and welcome you specially. Sorry, 11 persons, and you can hit the subscribe button. If you have not subscribed, you can equally like this live stream. Thank you, Glow Baby, thank you for coming. Anthony but thank you. The woman, make I on this phone so that I will be using it soon. So if una look this whole matter, because me forget sentiment. We no need to, when it comes to this kind of thing, no need for sentiment. We just have to say it the way it is, because based on yesterday talk where beside talk, I've not really heard the woman's side of the story. But this one beside I don't come out now, I don't hear the woman's side of the story. Me, I dey feel say somebody is lying, and the person that is lying is likely to be the husband. Why I say the husband be say, why I feel say na the husband na dey lie be say, you don't collect your bride price from this woman. You say you don't want the marriage again. Then if you say you don't want the marriage, and do you know that funny enough, since this man have collected the bride price from this woman head, he don't collect the dowry. Do you know that if this man wants settlement again, he must go and go back to the family and pay this woman and marry this woman as they marry woman traditionally? That is what he's going to do. According to the story, they said they did not wed in court. They didn't do court wedding. The certificate they gave them is only church certificate. Yeah, it's like that, because I remember when I did my wedding, it was in the church. I didn't go to court. It was later, after like 2 to 3 years, before I can finally go court to go do the registry. But there is a certificate they normally give in the church. Mostly all this Pentecostal, if you be the type where they say you wed for Pentecostal church, yeah, they will give you certificate, and that certificate is covering only church. It doesn't have anything to do with whites. That is registry with the government. So that is the kind of marriage where we say, this Pastor Faith and Davis, they marry. They did traditional marriage, and they did church wedding. They did not do court wedding. So I don't see any basis if they want to do this thing legally. This man is no longer married to this woman. Forget say they get children. And if, for example, now say this man say yes, he want to really if he be say he want to really want his wife back, as far as say he don't go collect that bride price, he go repay this woman dowry again. He must pay the dowry again. And if he get as then they so, if he even say he want to go and sleep with that in wife, he they commit adultery, because they are no longer married. Because now traditional marriage now be the main thing for marriage. Traditional marriage, that is what God even recognize. Because before church go even allow you to wed, they must make sure that your family they have given their consent, and they have paid that bride price for your head before you go see say they go say yes, this person don't marry traditionally. That is the kind of marriage they marry. when they had problem in that marriage, according to me, I'm talking according to what I've heard, the faith side of the story. The husband don't come talk his own side, say Apostle Suleman, Kerewa and wife, now that won't be the problem. Do you know that yesterday when I was even asking questions, I said, waiting they cause problem for this marriage? I now discovered that according to the story, they said this man commits in the church and he was sacked. Me, I even the verse that time when I said I didn't know that even the faith followed the husband out of the church. I didn't know that he followed the husband. They left the church together. I never knew. I thought maybe when she was leaving, when the man was leaving, Faith did not leave. Faith was inside the church. That is why it's very good to hear in both sides of the story. That is very, very good to hear both sides of the story. When, hi, what's in this guy? Benga, thank you for coming. Thank you. It's very, very good when you hear story like this. Hear from both sides before you make your own judgment. So, if you analyze this thing, look this thing very well, you go find out, say, what did Anthony talk? Anthony about the woman is his ex. He made a mistake of asking her if she is interested in the marriage. He would have sent his people for reconciliation. Instead, he made a mistake and it's now irreversible. Exactly. I don't know whether before this man come to social media, whether he no go seek counsel, people no advise him. Because if actually say this man before he come to social media come talk all those words, if actually say they advise him, I don't think say for make that mistake to come for social media. Because if you dey cry say they collect your wife and you dey accuse the same wife say he commit something, he Kerewa somebody, how can you be crying over some woman that has betrayed you, woman when you know say he don't do things where be say you know like before you go collect the bride price? I mean the story gets K-leg. He get K-leg because I don't hear from both sides. That is why I am coming back to do another video, to do another live stream. So if you are here, if you have community tab, you can share this video, share this live stream so that other persons will join us. Because I just look at this whole thing, they say, na annoyance, and the thing wey be say this man do na just they drag Apostle Suleman into this matter. That's in wife, I don't think say the wife Kerewa Apostle Suleman. Even though say I know they look Apostle Suleman like say in na saint too, but for this particular issue between these two husband and wife, I don't think so. That is my own thinking. I don't think say two of them get anything. Because if this man actually wants his wife, he want to reconcile, he should have gone to the family, and if he wants, he has to see. As far as say you don't collect that bride price, if he wants his wife back, he go pay back the dowry. He go marry the woman like they marry woman again traditionally. If una think say na lie they talk, make una go ask people. When I go ask elderly people, they go tell una say this thing when I dey talk na true. Na true I dey tell una. The man cannot go. This woman, this pastor Faith, cannot go back to his husband, which is Mike Davis. That woman cannot go back to that man without the family consent, without the Pastor Davis Sabina waiting be that name. Without him going back to do the normal traditional rites. You don't, in fact, this matter self, the way be say people they look at it, not be so the matter be. That is why it's always good to hear from both sides. You have left this woman for good 2 years. 2 years you left this woman. She has been alone with the kids. She was in Kano. This woman there for Kano. They sukpa. As I may say, this woman seen they sukpa, they suffer. I don't think say Pastor Davis, which is the ex-husband, go come drag Pastor Suleman into this matter. Now because of when, as he see say, as he don't see and say, as you don see as see say the faith don bounce back again, na im be all this one. Because if you actually want your wife back, there's a way things should be done. Not you coming back to tarnish your wife image after you don tarnish her image, say she Kerewa Apostle Suleman, you come see say make dem give you that same wife wey you dey accuse of. I mean, abeg una look this thing very well. The thing e get as e be. He's dragging the man story straight, fine, is straight. He accuse him wife, say him wife Kerewa Apostle Suleman just want to dent Apostle Suleman image. Even though sef say me no be say I trust them, oh, as you see me say I no trust them, but based on wetin dey ground wey we don see, Anthony say after she left, he never asked of her. He heard she is in Abuja. What did he do? So that's what this guy talk. Hi, make I begin the greet una one by one. Chinedu, thank you for coming. I don't know what's wrong with this network today. So that yesterday I was actually blaming the woman. I was saying that the woman is supposed to be loyal to her husband. He's supposed to be very loyal to the husband, not knowing that she was even loyal by following the husband. When the husband was leaving the ministry, she followed the husband out of the ministry. She followed the husband. You dey see am so? And see, people wey be say dem get good wife, they're not gonna know wetin dem get. Now when they don't lose the wife, that time they go come dey cry over this thing. Then you think when you come to social media to say Apostle Suleman Kerewa your wife, then and cry. Woman wey be say you dey cry for, meanwhile as you are crying for the woman, meanwhile you don't go collect bride price. Now that place na scatter this whole thing finish. You know, get as they want to judge this matter. Now that bride price when be say go, I never knew that. I don't even know say the thing reached that level of him going to collect the bride price after since so not be saying that today. Where is he coming at now? And according to faith, the church that he's pastoring, he just 7 weeks. 7 weeks then be the church. Not be say the church immediately the husband left. Because that was what I was thinking. I was thinking that immediately the husband left the church. The wife did not follow him out of the church. Then later Apostle Suleman now corner for back, come give the no. That was my mind. I didn't even know that she left together with her husband after almost 2 years. At the end, it was even the man that said he does not want the marriage again, according to the story. Una dey see am so. So you don't go collect bride price. Una no do court wedding. On which basis now you go come claim say na still him wife? Pastor Faith is no longer your wife. If you want your wife back, you will go and pay dowry back. You will go and pay her bride price, marry her. That is how they behave. That is how that is how it is done traditionally. I have a friend when the husband chased out of marriage, pursue and come out for marriage. At the end of the day, because of a childbearing issue, at the end of the day, when the man chased this woman out of the marriage and the woman left, the man go carry another woman put for house. The pregnancy no green come. The man was so frustrated and sent that woman away and went back to the woman when be say don't pursue, say he go meet the family, say he wants his wife back. The family say if you want your wife back, you have collected your dowry. What you have to do, you have to repay the dowry. This time around, the man do like this before he get back his wife, because the dowry now na times 10, 9 and 1. Because the man desperately wants the wife back, he has to go and pay the dowry. So stop dragging Apostle Suleman into this matter, beg. Let's call a spade a spade. But that's why I say me, I don't like pastors then. I don't like pastors because the experience when me and my husband don't get for pastor, not be one, not be two. The first one dupe us over almost 1 million naira. Pastor dupe us. I know they can't all the thing with pastor. So when it comes to pastor self, I get one kind of eye why they take the look them. But for this matter, I don't think say Apostle Suleman hand did this matter. It's a very very shameful thing. Say this man wey they call Dave couldn't take charge of his family, couldn't take charge of the family. We know this type of men. No? We know this type of men. We know the way that they behave. Because you see say the woman don't pick her broken pieces together. Now you they call social media. If actually you want your wife back, why will you come to social media and be crying after you don't collect bride price? It makes sense. It don't make sense. I beg you, my people. It don't make sense at all. It don't make sense. So the interview, I really watched it very well. I took my time. That video was 2 hours. That Solomon, that Suleman temple, he really sits down and unlike Daddy Freeze that was a bit sentimental and partial over the judgment. When I listened to that Pastor Daddy Freeze interview, I was not really satisfied with that interview. I said no, this interview no make sense, because all the questions when we say they expect say go ask the faith. Daddy Freeze did not ask faith. Is even this Solomon temple that really take his time to ask faith the question, and faith really answer the question very well. So I beg all these kind of men where be say I don't understand wetin the world una, I don't understand. I beg, if you are watching me for the first time, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, click the bell notification, so that anytime I upload video you go get notification. For those of una wey be say una be part of this channel, I say God go bless una. So that is it. Because at times when something dey happen, you have to hear from both sides. Because me, this social media wey be say we dey, if they carry their matter come, we go touchlight and we go dey talk. As far as say we dey our own, I carry una matter come, we go dey, na so we go dey touchlight the matter. I don't really know what is wrong with this phone. I wanted to. So na so it just be. Woman wey be say you don't go collect the diary where you pay for your head, you still get mind. You get mind come social media, they say Apostle Suleman collect your wife. How now? I don't understand. Can't the man just move on? Before a man just make up his mind to go collect bride price when he pay for a wife head, that means he has make up his mind to leave the marriage. He has made up his mind. So why crying again? And the whole thing don't make sense. I just feel say you not just love this your wife. Woman where be say you marry as Shaka Bula, where be say the woman, that Pastor Faith is a very nice woman. He's a nice woman. You no get luck for husband. Yes. This lady say Mike David has a lot of fault. The man get fault too. I not tell you no lie. The man get a lot of fault. Even though self say yes, it is more complicated, because except all the truth, they never can tell us the truth. Now there's another video that I posted. There's another video which I posted a while ago. They say they don't come bring another video again where they say the Mike Davis say whether he give another woman belle for Oshogbo abi for Osun State. As he give the woman belle, then born pikin, then born girl pikin. The person when he do that video say he go bring the video. He go bring the video come out. He go bring the picture of the pikin, everything. Say he get evidence. So we are waiting. Not be this social media. We don't turn that they wait for them. Now the truth be that. So make them continue. They just make we the Christian they shame self for all this kind things where we say that they do. How can a man have problem with his wife? He go call social media. And that same woman, you say you want them. You can't tell the whole world, say, see what he do. That same woman, when he commits all this heinous crime according to you, now they cry over again, say they collect them. I don't know. That the bride price you don't collect. So the woman go kill himself for you because of say you marry him. Marriage dey heaven. I want to ask, marriage dey heaven? Marriage no dey heaven. No. Na earth here dey. Faith. Thank you, Faith. You are highly welcome. So because of the woman marry you, this marriage where they see so this marriage, me, I thank God say my own work out. My own work out. I've been married for more than 18 years. It work out. I thank God for that. But when you date the one be say you go want, you get some kind of men where be say they go want to make you go want to kolo. Instead of the one be say you go there inside marriage, you go kolo inside. Kuku carry your 2 cents come off for inside. Because this whole thing where this man do, it dey somehow. He did somehow. He just want to tarnish the woman image because of say the woman don't they do well. Now the way I see this whole thing, because when I watch the first video where we say the interview with what do they call him? You know, what do they call this man? Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze no ask question deep. Daddy Freeze was a bit sentimental about the whole thing. He dey ask the woman with sentiment, but the person that really did a very good work for this interview, the person wey do very good work for this interview, na be that Suleman Temple. I really took my time and sit down and watch the interview. I was so impressed with the kind of question where be say he asked this Pastor Faith, and Pastor Faith was able to answer the question to my satisfaction. Because that yesterday live stream that I spent 3 hours talking, I never knew that this Pastor Faith left with the husband when they sack him from that church. They say so. But another thing will be say I go like, because this Pastor Faith will start interview with Coco Mama around 8 o'clock. Another thing I would like Coco Mama to ask this Pastor Faith, let him tell us the problem between Apostle Suleman and this in husband, in ex-husband. Make he tell us what be the actual problem, what be the thing when they say in do when make them remove him from that church. The crime will be saying commit, because from that interview where we say Faith Grant, I noticed that Faith was saying that the husband was doing all sorts of things, that including her when she came late to church, she paid 1,000 naira fine. For ministry when no be your own, you put your own law. When I not say for ministry, if you are posturing under somebody, as far as no be you get that ministry, there is a constitution that you will follow. It just be like say when they employ you for work as a civil servant, they have code of conduct. The same thing to a company. There are things you will not do. I believe that Mike Davis don't do a lot of things from the interview where we say, from that word where we say talk, when his wife say, even she say she paid 1,000 naira fine for coming late to church. Say her cloth tear for back. When she noticed say the cloth tear for back, she has to rush to the house to change her dress. The husband come and answer for this thing, saying wife go pay fine. That means the church, he was running the church like oligarchy government. Una know wetin they call, if you are a government student, if you be say you do government when you dey secondary school, there's a group of government they call oligarchy, government by few. It was running the church as if nine get to the church and not being get to the church. So I believe that Apostle Suleman go down hear many story. Apostle Suleman go down hear many story. And why in they do like that? Because the wife, because in own wife, they very close to Apostle Suleman. Now person will be say, right from beginning. Because for this interview now, I was thinking maybe now the husband I introduce in wife to Apostle Suleman. But it was not so. The reverse was the case. It was, according to Pastor Faith was saying that she had known Apostle Suleman even before he married his husband. And he married this husband as a virgin, which the husband confirmed. So for you to even get this kind of decent woman, for this kind nowadays where things be like this, I don't understand why this man go. So it be like saying he don't do this whole thing finish. In the regret in action. And pride and ego no let him humble himself. So because of say you marry this woman, the woman will come kill himself. Marriage dey heaven, I beg. Marriage no dey heaven. No. So You no go come this woman don move on. You have to move on, because na you waka krukere waka go meet, carry your family people go meet in own family, say you want your bride price back, which they have given you. So I don't know which legal action, because una no do court wedding na. Una no marry for court. If una marry for court now, I go say make dem dissolve am legally. Wetin dem want to dissolve again? When marriage na the traditional marriage, na be the main cocoa thing. Na be the thing. Except you go do registry. Me, I do church wedding. I no even do court wedding. Now later after like 2 to 3 years, now I just tell my husband, let's go and register our marriage, because everything in this life, we have to put everything for paper play. Although the church we are for, where they gave me certificate, but I don't feel say that certificate will not be government something, because we are all educated. Anything you are doing, let it be written in black and white. So that was how I did my own. And from the interview now where faith grants, nothing like that. They did not register their marriage. They only wedded in that church, and this church give them their own certificate, which is the church certificate. So I beg, all this kind of tarnishing of image. This man, he married a very nice wife. He married a very good woman. How many women they serve God this day? How many women then they go church? You see the one where we say even get the love of God in her heart to serve God. You know, give her rest of mind. You be pastor, you know just fit serve your God, get rest of mind. From one scandal to another. At the end of the day, you drag your wife on social media. Woman, when they born 3 children for you, you don't even think about your children. How they go feel about this whole thing? You drag Apostle Suleman into it. I don't even know. I don't even get that idea. Say this thing has since more than even 1 year ago, 9-12 una separate. No be saying at that time, you carry your leg, go collect your bride price. What do you want from this woman? I bet let her be. Let her be. Who see the truth, make it talk. Let this woman be, I beg. Marriage no dey heaven. No be because of saying now you marry and come this gwagwaran. He born 2 children for you. Now him be say her life go revolve around you. It no work. That is not how things is being done. That is not how to do things, I beg. That is not how to do things. So, now my take be that I just feel say this Pastor Mike is not saying the truth. Pastor Mike is not straightforward. And even though from Pastor Faith's own interview say there are small what I just understand for this whole thing be say immediately Pastor Mike commit all the gbogbo when he commit for the church. When they left the church, his wife was not happy with him. I no get any woman when he go be where be say go dey happy with her. That thing even affect the way the wife go dey behave towards the husband. So all those things lead to the reason why be say the marriage was not working out. And from the interview the woman was saying that she has a school. She had a school in Kano. Say she gets school for Kano that time, and in children they attend the school. So you even have a hardworking woman, a woman that is not even depending on you. Why can't you make this marriage work? I think that man family and manipulating him is under something else, I think. Okay, if then they manipulate him, I be waiting this lady they talk. If then they manipulate him, he get the way that they see. Like, according to my papa they tell me say, drink. When they see this alcohol, it they catch human being as your mind be. They say and so. So how they go to manipulate you, so they go come manipulate you, go collect the bride price wey be say you pay for your wife. After they don't manipulate you finish, when after more than almost 2 years, 2 years, the only way we say you want your wife back now to come to social media to tell the whole general public, of you go mad to tell them say this same wife where you want, when Apostle Suleman collect from your hand, Kerewa Apostle Suleman you dey cry. You still want woman wey be say you say e commit. I mean, I no understand. I no even understand this man matter. I no understand the matter, una the truth be that. So that is why it's always good when we dey lis ten to all this army, but it good to lis ten from both sides so that we go make our own judgment. The man get him own wahala inside, na the truth be that. Africa say, are you sure they are serving God or they are doing church business? My sister, oh join. Na business na before uncle. You think say na wetin these people dey do? You no know say na business dem dey do. Me as I dey here, so I no come talk about church, but one thing I know be say, Novel say both of them have things they are hiding. Exactly. You get wetin dem dey hide, but it's a shame. It's a very, very shameful thing. A very, very shameful thing for people wey be say dem call themselves pastor. You know say if na unbelievers na im dey do this kind of thing, e go let me be. I go say, oh, this one they no know God. But people that claim that they know God, na dem come dey do this kind of thing. Na very big shameful thing. Na very big shameful thing. So make una no drag Apostle Suleman for this matter. Apostle Suleman no get hand for this one. The man he don fail on his own part because he no take charge of his marriage. He's supposed to take charge of his marriage. How can you be pastoring under person like Apostle Suleman? You know if you just can't you just be lawyer as a man? Can't you just, if you know say you know fit dey lawyer, you go open your own ministry. Start building your own ministry just as the way Apostle Suleman build his ministry. Then you go know whether to start church na my business or na akara business. When somebody don't build church finish, you can't want to dent the image of the church by misbehaving. As far as I'm concerned, the faith husband misbehave big time. There are things you don't do. You say make people come begin the, so as you come out now, come now, we bloggers we come they chook mouth. We don't even know what thing they happen. We don't know say the matter even past this one. So if the Pastor Daves get any other evidence, so he be saying he want to talk about him wife, may he come out so that we go see the touchlight the matter. After all, now they give us work what we go do, so that we go touchlight the matter the more. Because as far as these two things, when we say I don't see the first interview when he grants, when Pastor Faith grants to Daddy Freeze was partial. He not even ask the kind of question when I want. The second interview when he grants with Suleman Temple, now that one now go really sit down, really think this whole matter. Now I say no, this man forehand. Pastor Dave's forehand not be small. Suleman is not guilty. Yes, Suleman, I don't see anything where Suleman do inside this matter. Because I don't look that Pastor Faith. From that interview, everything, I didn't see her like somebody where be say, he gave wayward as in to go and be sleeping with Apostle Suleman. And that woman not be the kind of person. I don't think so. But everything where be say they happen to this life, now God, now go judge at last. But from this whole thing when it happens, so when the man they come cry, say when their daughter na 6 months, Apostle Suleman Kerewa in wife come confess, tell him, if your wife confess, tell you this kind of thing say it happen, why will you be in that ministry for more than 10 years? It was when you started committing all manner of GBT, all sort of mago, when the thing don't tire Apostle Suleman, make you no come use your makosa spoiling blues. Church where be say don't build. Now he send you packing. This same lawyer wife still follow. And because me, I was saying that the wife was not lawyer. Why did he not join the husband to leave? Not knowing that the woman even live with his husband. If na man will be say they think very well, okay, things don't be like this. Two of una go start up ministry since una be pastor. Must you work under somebody? Since una be pastor, Suleman is not innocent. You have not looked at the matter deeply. Please, Africa, come and tell me the reason why I did not look at the matter deeply. Can you just tell me your reason? Because we are here to reason together. Just tell me the reason why you say so. Because why I say so be say, if this man dey claim say him wife actually confess, tell am say him did so thing with Apostle Suleman, and him come forgive him wife, and you are still working under that person that did this thing to your wife, there's no way any reasonable person go fit function in that kind of place. You understand? So my blame, when I dey blame the man, be say he would have left earlier to go and start up his own ministry. You dey see am so? He would have left earlier. So why did he not leave? Okay, now after him done, so that is what I want Coco Mama to do. If they want to interview Faith again by 8 o'clock, they should ask Faith, what is the crime that the husband, wetin be the thing wey be say husband do wey make Apostle Suleman remove am from the ministry? Because she was not detailed about it. You understand? Make he tell us why they sack his husband from the ministry. That one another thing again. But this one you are saying that that you are saying that Apostle Suleman is not innocent. Me, I don't know whether he's not innocent, but from what I'm seeing, I don't think that woman, the Kerewa Apostle Suleman, now the truth be that I don't think so. I don't think so. Because even the pastor, when he carry the woman go beg on behalf of, when he carry Faith go meet Suleman to reconcile them back, the man came out and did a video. I posted that video on my channel too. So if you say Apostle Suleman is not innocent, me, I don't know the reason why you go say so, because I never see the reason why be say you go, why the reason why you say so. So if you can give me the reason why be say you say Apostle Suleman is not innocent, because this man now, by coming to social media, you don't solve the problem. By coming to social media, he never solved the problem. Apostle, I mean the whole matter never solved. Where this whole matter, except say maybe the man is under somehow, you know, say things they happen. Oh, Africa say it is a mafia. Okay, oh. Except maybe they manipulate and get the way they manipulate, and then as far as he not go collect that bride price when he pay for that woman head, that woman no be wife again. No be wife again. Whether on a like, we could talk from now till tomorrow. He's no longer married to that woman. Africa, don't, what I'm saying, is it not true? They are no longer married though. They are no longer married. They are no longer married. As far as say he don't collect that bride price, nothing like marriage again. Nothing like marriage, oh. Nothing like marriage. They never marry. So, the thing when I see be that too. Because when something they happen, so you go look at the thing critically. At times, some kind of people will be saying that they rush, they enter social media, they accuse person. And if you look very well, then they guilty of what they accuse person of. The man not try. He fail on his own part. Ministry, you know hold the ministry very, very well. You know hold the ministry very well. Your wife don't leave ministry. You can't go the tarnishing image. I beg. Me, as I dey here, so I don't see the two sides of the story. Now my own opinion now I don't share. So I feel that I feel that Apostle Suleman no get hand for this matter. But one thing when be say I know say Apostle Suleman would have done, as far as say he don't forgive he don't accept the woman back. Before he go accept that woman, he would have asked the woman to go and reconcile with the husband. That is what he would have done. He came to social media for protection because he could not fight Suleman. All right, so all right. That's your own opinion. I go continue. We will continue to look at this matter as things they unveil, as things they unfold. We go dey look at the matter, but from wetin me I dey see so, I just feel say, because although all this pastor, we no go fit trust them, we no go fit trust them, but I just feel say no. Apostle Suleman this time around, I saw that the woman don't come out now. The woman don't talk say he know the Kerewa Apostle Suleman. So I don't know this matter. This matter tie wrapper, he wear coat. Good evening, Mfom. Thank you for visiting. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for coming. I beg, hit the like button. 15 persons are there for my live stream. I beg, make una hit the like button, make una like this live stream so that the ministry go dey move. In case you never subscribe to this channel, I beg, make you hit the subscribe button, because this whole thing now, now just when you look at this thing critically, look at it very well. Yes, they are no longer married, but did Suleman hit on his wife? There are a lot of things that in that background you are not aware of. Yes, please never judge. If Mike Davis lie, it means that pastor that ordained him also is a fake pastor. That is your own opinion, because I don't know whether listen to me very well. I don't really know whether who is saying the truth, but if you look at this whole thing, if you want to use your human wisdom, take a look at this whole thing, you go see say Pastor Davis get his own fault. He gets his own fault. But wetin I go like now, make dem ask Pastor Faith be say, wetin be the thing when e be say im husband do wey make dem sack am comot for Omega Fire Ministry, which is Apostle Johnson Suleman Church. We need to call Mark Davis number one way. Let me see. I can't see what you wrote very well here, so let me check it here. So when you look at this whole thing very well, when you look at this whole thing, I just feel say Mike Davis get his own wahala. He get his own problem. So Treasure say we need to call Mark. It's not Mark Davis, it's Mike Davis number. One way he dey cry, this one where in dey cry, the woman dey shine. Now he won't cry, he dey. I don't really understand. I can't read them. Treasure, I can't really understand what you are trying to say. I don't understand the way you know say all this shorthand, the one at the right hand. I don't really understand what you write. You say we need to call Mark Davis number. Be the one way he dey cry, the woman dey shine. I don't feel laugh, but Treasure, there's a video which I posted before I came online. If you go look that video very well, then say this Mike buy Mercedes-Benz just this December. They flaunt. According to the story when that guy they talk, I don't believe the guy, because I never hear this. You know, say somebody don't come levy another allegation against this Mike Davis. Say he give one woman belle. Say he give one woman belle for Osun State, and then born girl pikin. Say the Mercedes-Benz wey be say he buy, say na politicians na dem buy am. Say because Apostle Suleman and the politicians, they no dey agree so na set up. I no want to believe that thing because I no see any politician when wan come dey set Apostle Suleman up. Wetin concern politician with Apostle Suleman? Wetin concern am? So this person say nne daddy Okpara, Mike Davis needs to explain what triggered his anger, his accusation with Apostle and his wife. When did it happen? There's a lot behind this story. Exactly. But from this story where we say, from the interview where we say the wife don't come defend herself. Because before I was even supporting this in husband. Why they support in husband? Be say your husband first of all come cry say Apostle Suleman collect him wife in wife Kerewa Apostle Suleman this instead of the wife to come debunk the rumor, rather the first video when he do, he come, he cry, he say Mike no go ever see better thing, say wetin he do am, all those kind of things. People come dey ask and say, madam, you never answer the question. You Kerewa Apostle Suleman, abi you no Kerewa am? Now later when he come out come dey explain things in detail. Now so I take find out see say him and him husband, this thing wey be say we dey touchlight today, no be today e happen o, no be even last year e happen. They say e don pass e don reach almost 2 years when the wife and the husband dey separate. Somebody say Mike Davis should angry. I don't really understand what you are trying to say. He left the church and the woman did not leave, so in the verse no, it's not like that. That was what I said yesterday. But Slick Ulo, thank you for coming. My betalicious person, my personal person, Slick Ulo, thank you. Hit the like button. 25% online with me. Una no even feel say make una like this live stream. Una no even say una like this live stream. E good like that. I get super chat. I don't enable my super chat. Those of una wey be so una feel like to support this my ministry, make una send me super chat. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't listen to both sides of this story. Sleep, oh Lord, you dey sleep, abi you just dey wake up from sleep? Because me I know say na night una dey. So welcome, my sister. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for all your love, all your support. So I don't listen to both sides of the story. When you listen to this both sides of the story, I know say more things dey inside where be say they no wan explain to us. But one thing I know be say from this whole story where be say they happen so. Yeah, so Slick, I need to touchlight this matter because that yesterday touchlighting, I never really watch the Pastor Faith's own side of the story in detail. I only come touchlight the aspect where we say that the freeze touchlight when a peacemaker one say only God know the truth. My dear, now true now you talk. Only God when he did this heaven, I know the truth. Only God now know the truth. This person, that the opera, this person say the wife was very blunt with the interview. The wife is now running her own ministry, and the husband is a pastor under the umbrella of Omega Fire Ministry. Why can't they reconcile? Why can't they reconcile? Mike David is I don't know. Mike David should be interviewed also. Yes, they should equally interview the Mike Davis. They should equally interview him, because the first one when he come out now just to come cry, holla, say if anything happened to her. So let him come out and give us more detail, just as the wife now don't they explain in one part of the story. From there, people like us that are naturally, where we say we they naturally gifted in knowing things, when people we go touchlight the matter and see actually who they lie. But from this whole thing where we say it happened, Apostle, I never see anything where we say e concern Apostle Suleman for this matter, except there is something wey be say dem dey hide. Because if you wey be say you be Mike Davids, you say Apostle Suleman Kerewa your wife. If you say Kerewa your wife, that was when your pikin be 6 months, and on a marriage na 10 years of now na marriage together. That means the Kerewa matter happen long ago, and you were in the ministry pastoring. Yeah. So whether you feel say Apostle Suleman dey Kerewa your wife, so and you know say in the Kerewa your wife, therefore Apostle you go dey misbehave because of say Apostle Suleman dey Kerewa your wife, then Apostle Suleman no get right to pursue you comot for the ministry. Or I no just fit figure out this whole thing, the way the whole thing dey go, but na only God na know the truth. But one thing I know, based on this interview wey be say im wife don come grant, when I dey blame im wife, say the wife is not loyal to the husband, why the husband is leaving the ministry, why did he not live with the husband, not knowing that na both of them left together. And when they left, the husband and wife, the marriage didn't work again. The man abandoned the wife, he left the wife. At the end of the day, he went and collect bride price. So immediately he collect bride price, the wife don't look, no money, he dey suffer, and then get spiritual father when go fit help am. Wetin I want make you do now, you go back to Apostle Suleman. But the only aspect where be say people go take blame this Apostle Suleman be say, this man wey be say you sack comot for your office when he carry him wife leave your ministry, now the wife don dey come back. Why? Since e be say you don get the mind to forgive, since e be say you like this in wife, and na your spiritual daughter, and your spiritual daughter, the husband, your spiritual daughter and her husband, they get wahala. It is your responsibility for you to, since you want to reinstate your spiritual daughter back to the ministry, you should equally reinstate the husband back to the ministry. But the whole thing wey be say I come find out for this whole matter be say, they say the man now, which is Mike Davis, don go collect im bride price, say he doesn't want the marriage again. So na there na make the whole thing come dey complicated. Because for you to make up your mind to carry your family people, go meet your wife family people to collect your bride price, that means there's no marriage again. So Peacemaker said that is now that I'm talking. That is how I see it. Because according to the adage where people they talk, they say, now why this thing they rob Apostle Suleman now? They say, according to the adage, they say, person when he go bring firewood, when he dey infested with ants, make he no cry when lizard and cockroach begin come New Year festival for his house. Because if you are way pure, if you want this thing to be pure, you know what made they accuse you. When this your spiritual daughter they come back to the ministry, the thing what you would have done is to send for the husband. It's supposed to send for the husband. But you did not send for the husband, only the woman. And okay, now, if, for example, this thing will be said in Dubai, reinstating the wife, that means, according to, you say you be general overseer, you dey read Bible. Don't you know that the Bible does not like divorce? So this whole matter, they very, very complicated. It is very, very complicated. Now the truth are the talk. But if we know, based on the things we be saying, they carry come out for social media now with the judge. Maybe there are more to this whole thing we don't know. That is why the Mike Davis need to grant more interviews so that the ocean is deeper. It seems it take wisdom to draw conclusion from. Yeah, exactly. Because me, I don't. They crack my head for this whole thing. The ocean, Victor Osaho say, the ocean is deeper. It is from both parties. Humanly speaking, how can a man Kerewa your wife after 6 months of giving birth and you didn't tell anyone? You didn't tell anyone. You are in the ministry, pastoring in that same ministry. You did not leave the ministry. It was when you started having problem with the man. This whole thing dey somehow complicated though. So if Coco Mama want to interview Pastor Faith this evening by 8 o'clock, according to what they are saying, because by 8 o'clock I will be there. Let me listen. Let me hear more detail of the whole stuff. If they want to interview am, make dem tell us wetin make dem sack the husband from that ministry. Let dem tell us wetin be the crime. And una know say Bible say whatever God has joined together, let no man put asunder. So I think I'm very, very clear for make we summon Mike Davis also. Treasure say make we summon Mike Davis. Yes, as a wife dey grant interview to different bloggers. Make Mike Davis to come give us detail. Because you say your wife Kerewa this man when your daughter was 6 months and your marriage now is 10 years and you couldn't tell anybody because nobody will listen to you. You come dey the ministry for even more than 7 years. Now you dey the ministry because this person say Mike Davis need to check himself. How can a man date the wife and he remain in? I read that for here. Say, how can a man date the wife and he remain in the family? Faith will never come up with the answer. God is the only. You see, okay, this person say, Oshe say, that Mike Davis should be probed deeply. More questions should be asked from him. He sounds suspicious. Yes. Why I feel say this whole thing get as e be say, you claim say Apostle Suleman Kerewa your wife. Why e be say na now? Why e be say na now you dey come up with this allegation? If actually say Apostle Suleman Kerewa your wife and you actually forgive him, you continue in the ministry until you commit some kind of atrocity according to, but I never know wetin they say commit. Then you left the ministry. Why is it that it is now you are saying the whole thing? Why is it that is now? And you have left this ministry for more than 2 years. According to story now, I hear say even they beg Apostle Suleman say he won't come back. Maybe the problem will be say he don't give them for the church, don't too much. So Apostle Suleman no one get anything to do with them. Then as Apostle Suleman come here say he no dey marry him wife again, say he don't abandon the woman. Being that Apostle Suleman a human being, maybe they sorry for the woman. Being that the woman in spiritual doubt and a person when he be say he don't serve and when he be say he don't know for a very long time. Being that say the man already let me see, Saga say leave the ministry, come or leave the ministry, come on man. Pretty difficult to comprehend. I certainly believe Mike Davis allegation. Let's fear God though. Okay, according to that is why we are here. You can drop your comments. Who you feel say you believe for this whole thing? Who you feel say you believe for this whole thing? Treasure say and he say he no get who go fight for him. Who will now fight for him? Very funny. I tell you, as he come social media. Now social media, all this one wey we be say with the Touchlight. No be only talk we go talk. We get anything wey we go do about it. You get anything wey we go do about it. So the whole thing wey be say they look for this whole matter. I see a man wey be say in dey feel very, very inferior. Yes, they feel somehow because the wife don't move on. You say you don't want this man. Yeah, Oshe say there's more to this story than we know. And the truth be that there's more to the story. Because if you want to really look at this whole thing very well, the story, from this whole thing where we say Faith don't grant her own interview, the thing is quite, Abeg, make una hit the like button now. 17 persons one una dey here. Make una hit the like button. Yesterday when we say they blame Faith, all of una dey hit the like button, una dey like the whole thing, but I don go watch the interview very well. I don see am say abeg, there's more to this thing. More, make we no just, because I was blaming Faith that why will you not leave your husband? Why will you not leave? Why will you stay with Apostle Suleman when your husband is leaving the ministry? Not knowing that the woman actually left. She actually left. When the man don abandon and leave am, make he come dey frustrated. The woman don look and say, all die na die. I need to go back to my father. Let him reinstate me. Let me start my life. Let me move on. So if Mike Davis don move on by going to collect his bride price that he paid to the wife, I think he should move on. He should move on. Person wey be say he vomit, he no need to go back to he vomit. Mike is a big liar. Okay, yeah. Person wey be say how you go vomit, you come dey go back to your vomit. For me, all the three of them have more questions to answer. There is more to come, more to tell. There is more to come and more to tell from all the parties. Yeah. So make we dey see how the thing dey go. Maybe Mike Davis fit come up with his own more evidence, because we need more evidence for this whole thing. Because if na the way be say dem talk this whole thing, I no see reason why dem go drag Apostle Suleman into this matter. But I know the reason why be say dem drag Apostle Suleman inside this matter, because the man was working with Apostle Suleman and he was sacked. And you know, say as they remove that man for that place, he's not happy. Definitely he's not happy. So now let God, when he dey heaven, go judge this whole matter. This one, Tony Abbott say, how can the pastor, how can he pastor a church where the GO, the Kerewa, his wife? The man is crazy. My brother, thank you. Thank you so much. You talk and well. How you go? Person, okay. That is this Mike Davis. In way no straight. In accusation, in no pure. In way no just. In way no pure. Why I say in way no pure? Be say. Why in way no pure? Be say. Your wife confessed. Tell you say. This man Kerewa when on a pikin be just 6 months. You can't date the ministry. That means you don't forgive your wife now. Whatever that is causing problem between you and your wife, you know, concern Apostle Suleman. That one that pass, you don't commit, they don't remove you for the ministry. You and your wife don't leave the ministry for over 2 years. Una don't leave the ministry for over 2 years. And as una leave the ministry for over 2 years, una marriage come dey stressed up. The marriage was not working. Now only you, according to the wife, or the wife say get evidence of the recorded voice where they say they tell and say he's leaving. Say this marriage is not working. Say now the man leave, not the wife that left. So this man said, you even marry better wife. Now the truth be that you marry a good wife, a God-fearing wife. So now only the Pastor Davis now leave the wife. After living for more than 1 year, enter 2 years of leaving your wife. And before you leave this woman for good 1 year. Okay, Mike David, please, you have collected the bride price last year. Opera say, Mike Davis, please, you have collected the bride price last year. Why did he come? Why did he not complain last year? He is not behaving like a man. Only God knows whether Mike Davis has side chick. Okay, Grace said the guy is sick, my sister. Honestly, that guy here is somehow, honestly. The story get as e be. The story get k-leg. The story get as e be. Why you go even collect your wife bride price after you don collect the wife bride price? You know what e mean by for you to collect the bride price back? That means you have dissolved the marriage that you have already dissolved. You can't dey cry over am again. As you dissolve the marriage, you dey cry, and you see they can accuse the person, say, I mean the whole thing no make sense. E no gel. E no make sense. So that is why this life, at times, no be even say you marry pastor na be the main thing. Now it has to do with individual personal relationship with God, fear of God, because the kind things wey be say some pastors dey do, it's even worse than the ordinary human being. Ordinary person wey be say e no be pastor. That is why everybody should know God for themselves. See the way that they disgrace Christianity. Okay, Anthony Abose, nobody should advise her to go back. It will not end well. They may kill each other. I'm telling you. I know if you advise, since e be say the whole thing don't be like this. Make Mike Davis, make him move forward now. Make him move forward. Person when he vomit, come on, go back to your vomit. You don't go collect your bride price for your wife hand. All of a sudden, you can't dey cry, say you want the wife again. Be like wetin small children they do. If you want the wife back, you go quietly go meet your wife. They beg her. They beg her, my wife, please, I love you. All the mistake when I make. But this one, for you to come social media, come they tarnish your wife image. I no see you like somebody where be say, Mike Davis is a 419. He need visa to travel at. Chineke, how you take know that one? How you take know say he need visa to travel at? They no give am visa. More they come. We want to hear more. Who told you that he need visa to travel at? You no come meet your wife, say, my wife, I love you. All the thing wey be say I do, forgive me. Because this woman, a woman wey be say he get godly mind. I believe that if he don't beg him wife, maybe he don't go meet him wife, beg her, talk to her. The wife, since if the wife, they don't reinstate her into the ministry, it's a matter of two of them. When they come together and they beg, they will go meet the wife will come go meet in family people, say, I beg, I want to remarry my husband though. I know say he don't return dowry. Then the wife go give people go give am list, say make he come remarry the woman back. Because once you collect that dowry, the marriage is over. So it's left for you to come go repay the woman dowry, redo another traditional marriage. Before you go come begin they talk, say, yes, this is my wife. As far as I'm concerned, the marriage is over, it's over. If you want your wife back, you know what to do. And the woman now say, you no go fit. For me, say, if na me, I no go fit marry this kind of man. I no go fit marry man when he go for social media, go announce, tell people, say, I Kerewa person. How you two say people go take the look at? And the Mark Davis, if you actually say you want your wife back, you no go come tarnish your wife image. If you want your wife back, this opera say, if he is giving the wife what the Bible said, then how can the wife lust for another man? Faith is no longer the wife. All this year, he remained in the church and never saw any. Yeah, Faith is no longer the wife. He's no longer the wife. You don't collect that dowry, don't collect dowry. There's nothing anybody can do. Faith is no longer your wife. So no, the thought say Apostle Suleman collect your wife. Apostle Suleman no collect any wife from you. You don't go pay the family of your wife don't return the dowry. You don't even have the right to even call her your wife again. How can you also Victor say, how can you consciously collect your bride price and start demanding for wife again without settling his family? My brother, how you see this whole matter? The thing tire me. Which kind? Who does that, my brother? Who does that? After you collect bride price, only you can't go back again. Can't go the say you want your wife again. If you want your wife, why not go meet your wife? Tell your wife, say, honey, I love you, I want you back, please forgive me. You go even, because for me na insult. It's an insult on the part of Pastor Faith for you to go collect your bride price. What you go do be say you go carry elders for your village. In my opinion, the marriage is officially over. Yes, officially, legally it's over. You go carry elders for your village, carry your people, put your knee for your ground, beg your wife for insult. Do you know it's an insult? After you don't go collect bride price, you can't say Apostle Suleman collect your wife. How? So you mean that after you collect your bride price from your wife no go fit move on again? She should not move on, abi? She should not move on. She should remain in sorrow. She should remain in tears because of say na you the day wey be say dem born her, na you dem born am for. She no go move on with her life. For me, let the woman move on with her life. Since she don already start to the pastor, she don already the minister in Omega Fire Ministry. Make it dey there serving God, training children. Pastor Mike, go marry another wife since you say you no wan marry your wife again. Make una too move on. Una no come social media, come dey disturb our time. Although this kind of thing dey sweet we bloggers because now they give us work. You collect your bride price finish. Apostle Suleman collect my wife. Come dey cry. Who does that? You know, even funny enough, sef, you no even do court wedding. If to say you do court wedding now, I go say court go sing the hell this matter. I go say the court, this matter go there for court too. You just go collect your bride price. They don't pay back. Do you know that it's not even permitted? Any man who collected or did not pay bride price just on the process of stealing someone, is on the process of stealing someone's daughter. If you take bride price, please, she's no longer your wife. Exactly. She's not being wife again. Do you know that if that Pastor Faith now decide to, before Pastor Faith go have anything to do with you again, you have to go and remarry her again. Because if even Kerewa, if Pastor Faith, Kerewa, this is Pastor Davis, in they commit adultery, if you don't know, in they commit adultery because the marriage, they don't already collect the bride price. And the only thing that makes somebody to be married to somebody is that bride price that they paid on your head. That is the only thing that makes you a wife. If not so, na friendship. So anything when it be say it go make Pastor Faith go make mistake, say he won't go meet Pastor Dave, say na Kerewa, na sin two of the David they commit. Because the marriage has been dissolved. And before Pastor Faith go back to this in husband, the husband must go back and remarry her again. Which kind of thing be this? Mo could judge this matter, make it be, if not by waiting the carry on social media can't talk. By waiting the carry on talk. That is what I feel. Now the thing when I feel be this. Yes, you are correct. Oshe say the marriage is over, completely over. Except there's a room for reconciliation. Maybe say, and self, if for example, self, the Mike Daves actually wants his wife back, is it by coming to social media to say Apostle Suleman Kerewa your wife, now the wife will take come back? The wife is an adult. See, you can't force somebody to marry you. You cannot force somebody to marry you. Marriage one at the see, so you know they heaven, not be by force. Not be by force. So if the thing is not working, If the thing is not working, make everybody fine in level. But it's a team of na a team of shame o, na the truth be that. Na a team of shame say pastors dem dey into this kind of scandal, things wey be say people wey be say dem no know God, dem suppose to treasure where Mike Davis hide, make he come out say na lie na im Pastor Faith dey talk. Yes now. Make he come out. I think Pastor Faith don grant interview to two different blogger. Make he come counter the whole thing, make we come talk am. Make we know whether what a shame to Christianity. Another pastor ridiculing his senior pastor. Is that what he preaches as a pastor? What about forgiveness? Exactly. When you see some kind of things, when all these people wey be say they call themselves pastor dey do, church no go hungry you to go. Church no go hungry you to go. This year, I no think say I don even step my leg for church, because the kind things wey be say I dey see, the kind things wey be say I dey see, it's a terrible situation. The kind things wey be say I dey see these days, people wey be say dem call themselves sanctified Holy Ghost filled people, pastors, ordained pastors, come social media dey come dey talk. People wey dem be unbelievers sef, dem never do this kind thing. My people, I don talk tire, I don tire, I no fit talk again. In case you get anything wey be say you wan talk, make you add your own thing. For those of una wey be say una just dey join me, abeg, if una never subscribe to this channel, make una hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, be part of this channel, abeg I dey. Then if you never like this live stream, please like the live stream for me. This whole matter, you wear coat. All right, so my people, as things dey unfold, I go dey bring am. As things dey unfold, I go dey bring am. But this thing wey be say Pastor Davis came out on social media to do is uncalled for. Oshe said there is no room for reconciliation, ma. He has publicly shamed the wife for adultery. Let him just try to find a way to co-parent their children, that's all. Helen, we are okay. Helen, welcome. I'm just seeing you. Thank you for coming. God bless you. Hit the like button. Nowadays, church is in your heart. How you take know, my sister? Church dey your heart too. Now you and your God, na know. No need to come go they say this person. I no get any spiritual father. I no get spiritual one thing. My father na God when he dey heaven. I be my papa. I no get anybody wey be my spiritual father. I no dey do spiritual father. The papa wey be say I get na in dey heaven. Na be God. Na God na dey serve. Na in dey heaven. Any other papa wey dey earth, my papa don die. My papa when he buy me, my biological father died barely. He never even reach 1 year. Now by March now it go be 1 year when my papa die. So if they come back, they will kill each other. Exactly. They will kill. They go permit each other. Now wow, things that don't happen in the world now happen in the church. Yes, now things wey be say you know they happen for the world, they happen for church these days. Global, thank you for coming. I'm just seeing you for the first time. Is it your first time of coming to my channel? If it is your first time, I beg make you hit the subscribe button. Click the bell notification so that anytime I upload video, you will get notification. Thank you. I appreciate you. All my subscribers, I love you now. Una do well for my body. Una try for me. Thank you so much. So the things wey be say they happen for nowadays for church. The kind things wey be say they happen for church sef. In fact, it's a terrible thing. That is why as I dey here so, I know they carry church for head. Make your home your church and make your heart your altar. Kowe, you have said it all. Me as I dey here now for this my house when I dey so, I have altar. I dedicate one room, do my altar there where I go, me and my husband will go there to pray. We do am, e be like church, e dey inside my room here. That is where the presence of God, I dey go talk to my God. I no dey for to go meet one spiritual father that day in the Lord to come pray for me, because the wahala wey people don dey see these days no be small thing, problem too much. And since wey be say I decide to live that kind of life, I have peace. Because when I dey go from church to church, wetin dey take my eye see, I see pepper. Na God na him save me and my husband. So the church is in your heart. The church is in your heart. Na only yourself you know. Even this one wey be say I dey talk about Apostle Suleman, I don't know whether him sef dey guilty. But na only God wey be say e dey heaven, na him go judge. Na him be the ultimate judge. Na him be the ultimate judge. Na him dey see the heart of man. Na him know the beginning from the end. So we cannot tell. But based on this thing wey be say this Mike Davis did, he no do the right thing. Me, I no see how person wey be say he say him wife, he want him wife back, go first come. In fact, I just feel that you don't love that woman again. You go first come for social media, come disgrace am, tarnish him image. After you don tarnish him image finish, you come say make dem give you back your wife. Na robot na you dey marry. Na robot baby. Na robot na you wan marry. You go just come social media, come talk all sort of things. At the end of the day, when you cry, say Apostle Suleman, you just want to dent the woman image. When he Kerewa your Apostle Suleman since over 7 years ago, and you forgive her, why you go come carry the matter, come dey talk again? Why you go carry the matter, come start to dey talk for social media, come dey shed tears, come even make the woman look like say the woman na even run leave you, run leave the marriage, go follow Apostle Suleman dey do ministry. The way be say at times, that is why it's always good to hear from both sides though. When things happen like this, you hear from both sides before you draw your conclusion. So my people, na the thing when I say make I come talk be that, because I don't really weigh this whole thing where. I don't see and say the thing get as e be. The marriage don already dey stressed up. The marriage is already, I don't ask them one come to reconcile this kind of marriage stuff. My people, I want to stop here. Thank you so much for coming. If you never hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you never subscribe to my channel, I beg, subscribe to this channel. I appreciate all of una wey be say una come follow me touchlight this matter. I go to bring more gist as the whole thing don unfold. I go to bring more gist as the whole thing don unfold. So God bless you now. Bye bye. Make I stop here. Bye.